everyone, it's Alyssa and welcome to You Can Learn Math. So this is the epic conclusion to the series on logs. Even the word sounds kind of dull and boring. Log. I'm trying. Work with me. We're trying to make it interesting. I don't know. I have a thing against logs. I'll admit it. They've never been my favorite. I shouldn't let my personal feelings about logarithms and the stress they caused me influence my tutoring of you today. But, I'm only human. So this is part 3 of our videos on logs and rules of logs. Part 1 was just an introduction, like what are logs, what are logarithms, how do we find them, and, natural logs, things like that. And then part 2 was the beginning of log rules, and this is going to be the rest of the log rules. Okay. So the links to the part 1 and part 2 are in the description below. My cat has decided to sit in front of my computer, so can you please move? Yes, you're very cute, and I love you, but, thank you. Okay, so just as a very quick little reminder, this is what... this is what a log is. Okay, these are our 3 main logs, and each one we're saying the base to what power equals this number. 5 to the power of 3 equals 125. If there's no base written, it's understood to be 10. 10 to the power of 2 is 100. If it's ln, the base is e, a constant that shows up a lot in math. E to what power equals e cubed? 3. Okay, so that's our quick, very quick little rundown of logs if you're needing to remember that. All right, so our next rule that's on the list is this one. Now this one, if we think about it, it's a, oh, duh, of course kind of moment. Because what it's saying is b to the power of 0 equals 1. And if you'll recall from our videos, my videos on exponents, any number to the power of 0 equals 1. 5 to the power of 0 is 1. 6 million to the power of 0 equals 1. So b, log base b of 1 is always 0. Okay? Straightforward enough. All right. What about this one? Log base b of b. What do you think this one might be? B. B to what power equals b? Well, again, if you remember about exponents, 5 to what power, and I realize that looks like a 0. I should put like a little box. Let's fill in the box. 5 to what power equals 5? 5 to the power of 1 equals 5. That's it. The answer is always 1. Any number to the power of 1 is going to equal, and I always do this. I always write too big, and then I'm overlapping, and it gets confusing. I'm sorry about that. So 7,823 to the power of 1 equals 7,823. So that's all this is saying. If it's log base b of b, it's 1. Because any number to the power of 1 equals that same number. That's it. I know it feels like we're doing them in reverse order, that we started with the more difficult ones, but I'm just doing them in the order I've seen them most often presented in math books, which I think it's a little funny myself because these I think are the more simple ones, but who am I to question the math books? I'm not a math book writer. I'm just a lowly math tutor. All right, so here's another one. Okay, anytime you add more exponents, it can look a bit like, what do I do with that? There's too many letters. But if we put in real numbers, we can see that this one's another very simple one. And it's one you already know because we've already covered it. You're set. And it's saying if I have log base 2 of 2 to the power of 4, what is it? 2 to what power equals 2 to the power of 4? And you go, 4? Is it that easy? I should probably look at that answer again because that can't be that easy. It is. 2 to what power is 2 to the power of 4? It's kind of like asking, like 5 plus what equals 5 plus 1? And you kind of look both ways and you're like, is it a trick? Are you trying to trick me? It can't be just 1. 1? 1? Oh, okay, I guess it's all right. And you keep looking back at it on the test and like, maybe I should redo it. There's got to be a trick. That's too easy. Nope, there's no trick. That's all this is. It is literally saying 2 to what power equals 2 to the power of 4. Done. That's it. And that's what that rule means. Okay, so our last one, it looks a little funny. Just give me a second here. B to the power of log base B of K equals K. Okay. So let's go through this. Let's put some real numbers in. I love putting real numbers in things. I find it can clarify when it can be a bit difficult to understand. All right. So I'm going to use, let's say, 5. 5 to the power of log base B. Why did I write B? I blame cat distraction. Log base 5 of 25. Work from home, they said. You'll have no distractions, they said. Okay, equals what? Well, let's do this bit by bit. Log base 5 of 25. I'm going to write this over here separately and just go, what is that? 5 to what power equals 25? 2. So then you're saying 5 to the power of 2 equals 25. And that's what this up here says. So think about what it's actually asking, and it will become clear why this mess of variables up there is true. When we have a log, like if I have log base 3 of 9, I'm saying 3 to what power equals 9? And I say 2. Okay. And then it goes, okay, all right, so what is 3 squared? And you go, it's 9, because I just did that. I just told you that 3 to the power of 2 or 3 squared is 9, and then you're just turning around and asking me, so what's 3 squared? And it's 9. It's the same thing. That's what this question is. That's what this mess of variables is saying. And that's it. So it's saying here, B to what power is K? And whatever that answer is, let's say it's 7. Like B to the power of 7 is K. And you're like, okay, so what's B to the power of 7 then? And you're like, it's K. I just figured that out. I just answered B to the power of what equals K? It's 7. And now you're saying B to the power of 7. Yeah, it's back to K again. That's it. It's just a circle. That's it. And yeah, I know it looks fancy, but that's all that's happening. Is this part up here. B to what power equals K? B to the power of 50 equals K. Okay, so what's B to the power of 50? K. Where's the trick? And that's it. Yeah, that's the thing with logs. I think that's why I'm not a huge fan of logs personally, is because a lot of times it feels unnecessarily complicated for things. That's just my personal feelings on it. Yeah, we're all allowed to have feelings on things, and I've always I remember being in school and being like, why are we doing this when we just did exponents? What's the point? Like, but it's exponents said differently. And, I don't know if you guys share my feelings on that, but anyway, that's how I have a long and dark history with logs. Not really, but Anyway, so those are logs and log rules. It's a 3-part little series there. Again, if you need any of that previous information, it's in parts 1 and 2. Links are in the description below. If you have any other algebra related questions or any other topics you'd like to explore, please put them in the comments below and I'll add them to the list of things to cover in future videos. If you enjoyed this, if it was helpful, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. You know the drill. It's the same old, but gotta ask because it helps me keep making these videos. And I want to make the videos. I want to help. It is what I do. It's what I live for, to help unfortunate math students like yourselves. Poor souls with no one else to turn to. And I am betting for like 100% of this audience that movie came out before you were born. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a great day. See you next time. Bye-bye.